The film Crazy Rich Asians was a massive global success, so where is part 2? Kevin Kwan created an entire Asian cinematic universe in his trilogy, yet China Rich Girlfriend, the second installment, has still not entered production. The cast of the first film have all gone on to achieve major success in other projects, especially Awkwafina, Henry Golding, and Constance Wu. While all three have expressed interest in returning, there's an unavoidable complication. They are now significantly older than their characters, and Wu at 43 can no longer convincingly play someone in their late 20s. The next chapter of the saga should naturally explore the early marriage of Nick and Rachel, but audiences have repeatedly said that what they really want to see is the continuation of Astrid and Charlie's story, arguably the emotional core of the first film. There's also the rise of Kitty Pong, the Hong Kong starlet who skyrockets to fame thanks to a well-connected benefactor, a storyline that was introduced in the first film only briefly, and expanded dramatically in a second book. But the problem is, if they were to include Kitty properly, it would mean bringing in an even more detailed and character-rich cast to an already dense universe. But director John M. Chu has hinted that the later books might work better as a prestige streaming series rather than individual films. The challenge then is that the first movie was so lush, extravagant, and visually spectacular that it's a high bar that fans expect any sequel to match. Would Michelle Yeoh, fresh off her Oscar win, even consider returning to something with a smaller scale or budget? One possible solution is co-producing with Hong Kong and mainland China, especially since China Rich Girlfriend takes the story well beyond the borders of Singapore. But even with this approach, fans may still be waiting several more years before they see the universe brought back to life. Well, Kwan himself has moved on from the characters of Crazy Rich Asians, and his most recent book, Sex and Vanity, was not even set in Asia. Whilst the door may have closed on the Crazy Rich Asians series for him, the audiences are still eager to see more.